All right, y'all, how's it going? How are y'all doing this morning? It is actually, we're getting kind of a late start this morning. I had to go try to catch some bait this morning. I tried to go find me some more white, or skipjack. I mean, me and my dad fished for 2 hours. We only found 3 skipjacks. So that tells me they're pretty much done for use out here on the river. So, but I ended up catching me some more bluegill, and I got me a white bass. I got a couple yellow bass in there too, but yeah, that's the bait we got today, which has actually been, bluegill's actually been doing pretty good. This is a new week. It was supposed to be raining all this week, but it looked like, at least for the day, the rain's gonna hold off. We may have some pop-up showers here and there, so I'll have to eventually put this top up. But yeah, it's gonna be a good week. I'm gonna test out this deep hole again. I just wanna see where these fish are. If I start pulling fish out of this deep hole, then I know that for the blues anyway, the spawn is pretty much over, because they've got to be out here, man. We're at 81 degrees is the water temp out here. So they got to be in these deeper holes. Last couple trips, I was picking fish up, you know, on the back sides of these holes and stuff like that. So I'm kind of thinking that's kind of the plan we're going to do again today, is just target them now that I'm getting a little bit more comfortable with these suspended baits. But it looks like, I mean, it's hard to say. We got still just a touch too much current, because the reason is I could drag this. I could throw in my 8-ounce weights and I could drag the crap out of it, or even my 6-ounce weights. Problem with running heavier weights like that though is you tend to get hung up more than if you was able to run a lighter weight. So the next best thing, which I may keep going further south, or further north, I mean, well, I guess technically that'd be south. But I'm gonna keep going further that way, so that way I you know, basically put myself in fresh water that I haven't hit in the last few days. So that's kind of the plan, because I'm actually further, if you remember, I can't remember how many videos back, I think it was like a couple, where I talked about the big end where the Cumberland River flows into Lake Barkley is where I was fishing before. Now I'm just trying to see further away from that what these fish are doing. I mean, it could be something, could be nothing, I don't know, but we're gonna give it a shot regardless, because I'm just curious. I just want to see where we can go and catch these fish, but I got to drive past this spot, so I want to try it. So we got a little bit of breeze today, so drifting is going to be kind of tough maybe. So we're going to see how this all works out. Still playing around with that remote. I watched a couple YouTube videos on how to set up the drift and everything, but I guess I got to get another cable for my graph, because supposedly you can hook it up to the graph as well. I don't know. I mean, I'll get it figured out. I mean, I could do it the manual way and it worked just fine last time, so. But yeah, let me get some baits cut up and we'll get this drift started. All right, well, we finally made it up here, so we're not gonna suspend drift this little spot here. This is the big, I don't know, it's a big structure, and it's absolutely perfectly set up, because we got a point that comes off the bank here, and right off the end of this point, there's a pretty good sized tree laying down there. We suspended above it before and did okay. Caught some small fish, but just gonna check it out. We're here. Then I got that other big brush pile straight across the river. We're gonna try that. Then we're gonna keep trucking up. I scanned quite a bit of water up this way. Now granted, this is going south on the river, away from the big water, where I was targeting closer to last week. And man, I ain't seeing much. I ain't seeing much at all. See, down there, you know, if I scanned a little bit of river, you know, I'd see them, well, I'd call them schools of them smaller fish, you know, and every now and again I would see a decent fish, but I ain't seen nothing here. But we're gonna drop some baits down right in front of this, well, it's a tree is what it is, right on the edge of this point. I mean, just an absolutely perfect spot for a big one to be, but you know how that goes. But I don't want to fish in front of it, like cast to it. I'm gonna just kind of let these baits just kind of fall right down in front of it, you know, see what happens. Did you get it this time, buddy? Yeah, he got it. He got hooked this time. Man, I tell you what, I haven't seen nothing on the graph. We've gotten quite a few bites on this little stretch, so I don't know. And he's not a monster, don't get me wrong, but he's just barely hooked too. Maybe we get him in, maybe not, I don't know. Yeah, it's like I've done a lot of scanning. I ain't seen nothing on the graph. So I ain't 100% sure what's going on here, y'all. But finally got us a skunk buster. I mean, he ain't muddy. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm just too far south for these old fish just yet. Appreciate it, buddy. Yeah, maybe I'm just a little too far south. I mean, because it's kind of funny how this river does that. I mean, you'll have one end that'll just fire up way sooner than the other end. But we're gonna fish it regardless. I still want to fish it. You got it, buddy? Yeah, he's got it. Kept messing around until he got hooked, I guess. It's not terrible. Well, at least yeah, he's not terrible. So that's why I find it hard to believe, like some of them fish that hit like that are just real soft and real small taps and stuff like that. I just find it hard to believe that's the same fish like this one here. This one here is probably mid-20s fish. You know, I just find that hard to believe that that's the fish that was biting it like that. Could be though. I say mid-20s. I know I learned my lesson from the last fish this size. I tried to hoist over the side of the boat. Heck yeah, buddy. I appreciate that. I mean, it could be fish this size just biting soft like that, like a little fish, I guess is what I'm trying to say. I just find it hard to believe. Yeah, buddy. He's probably right at 20. Hold on, buddy. This fish probably right at 20 here, y'all. Big old fat gut on this dude. Got some mud on him. I say 20. He's probably, nah, I'll give him 16, 17 pounds. But he bit just like a little fish. That's the thing. Well, either way, I appreciate it, buddy. Thank you. But he bit like a little fish. So wind, man, I tell you what, we got this cross breeze coming like this way. So trying to keep the boat out in the center is kind of becoming a pain in the butt. I say center of this channel here because the channel swings, you know, obviously along these rocks. There we go. There we go. He was peeling drag. There we go. Yeah, this is a decent fish. He hit it, he was pulling drag. Heck yeah, buddy. I'll quit doing that. You got drag if you need it, buddy. I love it because as soon as this suspended bite, man, as soon as you're hooked up, you are hooked up. I can see another good fish down there too. There he goes, now he's pulling drag. He did not like that depth change. He did not like that depth change. Yeah, that's a good fish, y'all. There's some more fish down there. There you go, buddy. You can take it. God, dog. Yeah, it's a better fish. God, dog, buddy. Where are you going? What do y'all think this is? Kind of acting like a flathead. Kind of acting like a flathead. Either way, I'm gonna need this net. No, it ain't neither. It's a big blue. Got them bubbles coming up, so that's good. I don't want to spot lock the boat just yet. Another nice blue, y'all. Golly, it's another nice blue. I just finally started seeing fish on the graph. Right there in the corner of the mouth. That's what I'm talking about. Heck yeah, buddy. All right, now I'll spot lock it. Heck yeah, old post spawner here. Oh yeah, heck yeah. Come on, buddy. Another nice blue. This stuff is too much fun, y'all. I mean, it is too much fun. If there is such thing as too much fun, we are definitely having it. Yeah, that's a good fish. I'd say he's 40. That old 8/0 whisker seeker got him right where it needed to be, right in the corner of the stinking mouth. That's the smallest bluegill I got out there. Yeah, that fish is 40 for sure. Let me see if I can get him up without him going stupid. This is a male. This is a big post-spawn male. All right, buddy, we're gonna do this, okay? You gonna behave? You gonna behave? You don't feel like you're gonna behave. Oh yeah, look at this dude. Boop, boop, boop. I knew it, don't you do it. But he's all skinny. Heck yeah, look at that dude. All right, let me get a picture of this buddy. All right, let's let this dude go. Yeah, this fish is right at 40. All right, buddy, I surely appreciate that. You old post-spawn thing, thank you. Heck yeah. Y'all, that is so much fun. Like, I just now started seeing fish when that fish hit. Now, he hit like he hit like one's that size supposed to hit. He just grabbed it, just down it went and peel and drag. Man, I love that. God, I love that. I'm a little skeptical where we were at, where we caught that 40 pounder at. We were in about that 40, I think we're in like 43, 44 foot of water. And we're kind of at a, well, I purposely I wanted to drift this, but we're kind of at it's a shallow area in the river. So we're 36 feet here. I've seen a few things on the bottom, but nothing impressive. Had some bites, had several bites, but again, nothing impressive. I do believe, wow, this is the one I had that great big bluegill on, and then I had a fish take it. That's terrible. That was that huge bluegill. I mean, the only good fish we caught come off the smallest bluegill I had out there, so I don't know. But yeah, we're gonna work some of this shallow. It does deepen up further back behind us, but I just wanted to give this a shot. I don't know. I mean, maybe, you know, maybe there was one hanging out here shallow somewhere. I say shallow. Well, I mean, it is. You know, fishing out here, man, 1 or 2 feet make a difference. Make a huge difference. Oh, God, dog, I couldn't get him out of the rod holder. God, he sure ain't fighting like he bit. He was pulling some serious drag. No, he's not terrible. He's just spunky is all. Come here, buddy. Yeah, he's not terrible. Yeah, not terrible at all. Solid 12, 14 pounder right there. Heck yeah, I appreciate that. I hear you. I hear you, boy. You absolutely wanted that, didn't you? I thought you was much bigger because you was pulling some serious drag. Thank you. All right, well, that was exciting. Yeah, it's still good. I'll send it back down. It's only been bit 100 times. See if we can get another 100 bites out of it. Well, I like it when they do that. That gets me all kinds of excited. Because you just never know, just like that 40 pounder. You just never know. So running the bigger baits has actually helped. It's kept a lot of them smaller fish from getting hooked up, because we have been through a bunch of smaller fish. And that's why I like running them bigger baits. And if, like I said, if there's a big one down there, you come close to him, he's more apt to bite it, because you know, they're looking for a meal right now. They want maximum protein without a whole lot of effort. Still waiting to start seeing these Asian carp, man. These water temps, they should be. So I'm gonna stay out here later today, see if I can start seeing them Asian carp surfacing, because I'd like to get me 1 or 2 of them. Start using those, because they're, I mean, 80-degree water temp, 83 degrees we're at right now. It's kind of a good bait to use also, along with these bluegill and white bass if you can find them. They're pretty good also, as long as you can find them. I thought I seen you moving. But yeah, it's just little ones. We have just been getting just absolutely hammered by little ones. Yeah, I know. Don't do me no good if you ain't big enough to get hooked up. You got it, buddy? Yeah. Oh, pull and drag, pull and drag. Oh, God. I love this, y'all. Man, this is so much fun. Especially right now, man, these old fish, they are tuned up. I mean, even a 15-pounder, you know, as soon as he first hits, you'd think that's just a monster. And he ain't even that big. But nothing wrong with it, buddy. It's so much fun. Golly. Come on in here, buddy. Yeah. I mean, not a terrible fish. I mean, our average for today has been pretty stinking good. Yeah, our average has been pretty good. I mean, that's still another, you know, 12, 14-pound fish. Just absolutely, God, how did you get that hook in there? Yeah. Not easy. I mean, they are just so aggressive right now that it makes this particular bite so much fun. Yeah, that's another decent fish. Well, heck yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you. Ah, they are just so hateful. We get that one there's, it's caught me 2 fish. I'll put a fresh one on. All right, so we're starting to get back in that 40+ foot of water here, so it should be this way from all the way around that bend back down there, so we'll see. I mean, there was plenty of fish on that shallow stretch, but no biggins. So maybe we'll find something down through here. You got it this time, buddy? Yeah, he's got it. He bit like a little one. He feels like a little one. He must have just rolled just right to get that hook in his mouth. Yep. Yep. Barely hooked thing, you. You barely hooked thing, you. Well, I guess there's all kinds of them out there. I appreciate it, thank you. Dog. Another one that was pull and drag. Yeah, he's not terrible. He's no 40, but he ain't terrible. Another 13, 14 pounder. I mean, like I said, for the most part, man, the quality we've been catching today has been really good. Yeah, quality we've been catching today has been pretty stinking good. I think I brought you up too fast, buddy. I think I did. There you go, buddy. That'll help you out some. Yeah, not a bad fish. You said about a 12, 13 pounder, 14 maybe. Heck yeah. All right. You got it, buddy? Yeah, that one's got it. Man, we coming to some smaller ones. Y'all are hurting the average here. Take my time with him. It's only about 40 foot of water, but still. At least he wanted it. Got to give him that. Oh, look at that. He wasn't even. Yeah. Them old hooks will get you there, buddy. They sure will. Yeah, them old hooks will get you. Got him hooked at the tail. He tried to roll on it. What was you gonna do? That bait wouldn't even fit in your mouth, buddy. That's a bad spot to have a hook. You still got it? Well, I guess he let go. Yeah, that's a bad spot to have a hook, right there in the tail. This poor bluegill. Oh, God, dog. Oh, and he come off. No way. Oh, y'all, that was a good stinking fish. Oh, man, that sucks. God. Another one of the ones I couldn't move. He was just down there chilling. Man. That is terrible. But that's suspending. Since I've been doing these videos, I've gotten a lot of comments from guys that do this all the time. Like this is their bread and butter, suspended baits, and they tell me that's just part of the game because they just swipe at it, and depending on how they get it, you know, you may or may not get them. Oh, I hated to lose that one though. That was a good fish. But yeah, now that I know that, I don't feel so bad. I mean, I guess it is what it is. I think he's got it. I think this one's got it. I think he just messed around and got hooked. A little bitty thing, man. We have come through a nursery, and that's exactly what this one is. We had come through a nursery. Little buddy, what are you doing? You're messing up the average for today, man. Yeah. You're messing up the average for the day. God, I can't believe you're trying to eat that big piece of bluegill. But that's all right. That's all right, buddy. I appreciate it nonetheless. Thank you. Well, on that note, guys, we are gonna call this one. Like I said, I'm super happy with that 40 we caught today. That other one we caught, it was a decent fish. Still wish we'd have hooked up with that one out the back there. I'm almost positive that was a flathead. Now I don't know if he was a huge flathead, but it was probably a decent flathead. Just the way he'd come up, grabbed it, and just sat right down on the back down on the bottom with it. Oh well, it is what it is. But yeah, we're gonna call this one. I was actually able to stay I say all day. I still got stuff to do when I get home, so I usually stay till about 3 o'clock. Get to fish some of the afternoon, because it ain't, scorching hot out here like it had been. So, but we did pretty good. I am absolutely loving this technique now that I've gotten used to it. Now that I've kind of figured out what to do, what to look for. Now the thing is I didn't do anything special today. I come up, now I did there was some holes that I did try to, kind of skirt the edge of. But what I did is, so I knew this was gonna be shallow. So what's that say? We're in 38 feet of water. Now where I caught that 40, and then, them other ones, we were in that 42 to 44 foot range, right? So when we come up on the first shallow spot, we caught some teeners up there. And then we come off that into another deeper area. Then that's where we got, obviously, that fish there that didn't hook up. And we had a couple other good bites there that didn't hook up. And then we come right back up to the shallow spot, and it goes for a pretty good ways. And like I said, since we've been on it, I don't know, about the last 45 minutes we've been floating this, it's just been dinks, just like that. They're just biting it, grabbing it, pulling it down, letting it go, stuff like that. So. But that goes for a long ways around this point here. So, but anyway, like I said, this technique is something else. I absolutely love it. Like I said, I didn't do it. A lot of other people do it, and the more and more I do it, the more and more I learn. And more specifically, like I said, from the other videos that I've done doing this, I get a lot of great information in the comments. That's why I love the comment section so much, because it's not only there for for me to just know that you watch my videos, but it's also there for you guys to, give me your feedback, your, little tips or tricks or something like that to try. And they have been outstanding. And it makes me feel better to know that when a fish grabs it, just hammers it, pulls it down, you have a slightly better chance of not hooking that fish as opposed to any other way of catching him. So it's pretty cool to know that, because I'm sitting there thinking, it's like, what am I doing wrong? But I will tell you, since I went back to the 8/0 triple thread hooks instead of the Super J's, my hookup ratio is way better. It was way better. So I don't know. Maybe it's something to it with this braid, this medium action rod, and then a circle hook. Maybe a stiffer rod with mono with a J hook. I don't know. A lot of guys were saying that the K-heels work the Kales work pretty good with them too. So I don't know. I guess it's all about preference and what you want to use. So I guess you just get out there and take the lumps where you have to, and bring the fish in where you can. So, but yeah, we're gonna go ahead and call this one, y'all. Good day. What I'm going to do next trip, I promise you that, we are not going shallow. We are not going to find these shallow flats and float them. We're not doing that. I've got a whole other section of river that I haven't fished in forever that I would love to do this technique on. So as long as we still have this current, looks like it's going to be with us all week. So that's good. It's either that, see, like, well, you going to take it? Nope. But the reason why I'm, doing this, because after the spawn, God dog, buddy. Do you have it this time? Yeah, he just come off. Little bitty thing. But so after the spawn, what'll happen is, and I think I may have said this before, is these fish will come out, but they just get so scattered, right? So they're not really pulled to nothing. They're just out kind of, just hanging out somewhere, sometimes roaming, looking for food, stuff like that. So they're not really pulled up to anything. They're not really pulled up to ledges. They're not really, I mean, they are, I guess, in a sense, but they're not really pulled up to like a specific area. They're not in the deep holes yet. They're just kind of meandering around looking for food. So what that does, in a sense, it makes them scattered, right? So the number one way that I found to catch scattered fish like that, especially after spawn, is pulling boards. So again, you know the whole story behind that. I said it earlier in this video that if I have to run heavier weights to stay on the bottom, I'll just get hung up twice as much, and it's just frustrating. And I know I'll get hung up because it's happened. But if I can move down to my my 4-ounce weights, it's usually a pretty good day. Then you can actually fish more efficiently. So, but that's the trick on that. But this also helps trying to find scattered fish, because you can just kind of move around and just find some. Kind of like that. Yeah, kind of like that one. It's so cool. You guys can't, you probably can't hear it on the camera, but when you hear that thump in the rod, you can like hear it. Oh yeah, he's not a terrible fish. Just barely hooked though. Big-headed male. Just because he's barely hooked, I'm gonna net him. He's not big enough for the net, but he's just, well, heck yeah, buddy. How are you doing? You old long, skinny thing, you. Oh, it's even got a split whisker. It's even better. I like catching split whisker catfish. Yep. Just barely hooked. And I'd imagine this old bite probably get pretty good, towards the evening. Just during the week, man, I got so much to do, it ain't even funny. Oop, easy, easy, easy. Yeah, old post-spawn male right here. His old big head on him. His old fins are all beat up. Yeah, heck yeah, buddy. Well, I appreciate that. I like bites like that when you feel them in your feet. Thank you. Well, good deal. But anyway, I guess with all that being said, I appreciate you watching this one, and I'll catch you on the next one.